Hi guys and welcome back to a new video. In today's video I will be talking once again about the WoW 20th anniversary event, and in particular I want to talk about bronze celebration tokens. I want to explain how you will be able to farm this new currency, how much of this new currency you will need in order to buy all the different rewards from the event, including the new tier 2 sets, and also how hard it's going to be for you to actually grind for this currency and how long it will take you to get enough to buy all the different rewards. And I will, of course, also let you know how much Timewraped badges you will need in total in order to buy all the new rewards from the event and also from the new rewards from Time of King events for the Wrath of the Lich King and the Burning Crusade expansions. So let's start with the Bronze Celebration tokens. Here, as you can see, especially for the different tier 2 sets, initially we needed a lot of them. Basically, during the first phase of PTR testing, each of these different tier 2 sets were being sold for 80 of the different tokens each, which would have been basically 1040 tokens only for the tier 2 sets. And as you can imagine, it would have been really a lot. But more recently, Blizzard decided to drop the value to only 60 of the different tokens per set, and also they decided to add some very interesting achievements, including the upgraded apparel that will allow you to lower the cost of your second tier 2 sets ensemble when you buy the first one. And we discovered that they will have another achievement that will provide an even better discount for all the other remaining sets when you buy a second one. So until now, we were not really sure how this discount will work and how many tokens you would need at the end to buy all the different sets, but we finally got the numbers. So basically, your first set will be 60 tokens. Then when you will have unlocked the achievement with your first set, you will be able to buy any of these different sets for 40 tokens for the second set. And then once you've unlocked this overachievement with the second set, you will now be able to buy any of the remaining sets for 20 tokens each. So really, this is a pretty good discount. And in total, you will need 320 of the different tokens in order to buy all the different tier 2 sets, which is a really big improvement compared to the 1040 that you would have needed if Blizzard decided to not make any changes. But of course, these are not the only items that you will be able to buy with your different bronze celebration tokens. Another important vendor will be this one right here, Historian Maddie. And Historian Maddie will be selling the following items. So first you have this toy, the 20th anniversary balloon chest for 10 of the different tokens. Then you have this pet for another 10 of the tokens. Then you have a few cosmetic items that are themed after Blizzard employees, and each of them will be 10 with the crest being 15. And finally, you will also have this toy right here, the Cold Flame Rim, that will be also 10 more of the different tokens. And after that, also you will have some returning anniversary rewards. So of course, if you already have them, you're not going to spend any of the different tokens on these different items. So you can remove it from the total cost that you will need for all these different tokens. But basically, you will have these 5 different pets right here, and they will cost you 10 tokens each. And then you will also have the core arm mount for 20 tokens and the World Breaker mount for another 20 tokens. So in total, if you want to buy all these different items, including the returning anniversary rewards, it will be 485 tokens in order to buy everything. Now let's have a look at all the different sources for these different tokens. First of all, you will have 3 one-time quests that will reward you with 4 tokens for the meet and greet, 5 tokens for the Truth of the Dark Arens, and then you also have the shopping spree that will reward you with 6 of the different tokens. So these 3 quests are things you can do only once per account, because once you've done it on one character and got the different tokens, the second time you're doing it on another art, it will reward you with some Timewraped badges and not with some of the different celebration tokens. So we're already at 15 tokens only by completing these different one-time quests. Next to that, we will also have a daily quest that will reward you with 3 tokens every day. So here it means that, for instance, for the first week, you will be able to get 21 additional tokens just by completing these daily quests. After that, the other main source of tokens are going to be the different weekly quests that are linked to the 20th anniversary event. So here really you just want to go around the main area and you will be able to pick up all these different quests, and they're really well indicated on your minimap, so you're not really going to miss any of them. But basically you have, for instance, the quest that will require you to kill some of the different world bosses. You also have one that is linked to the Korax Revenge PvP event that will require you to earn 500 honor inside of this PvP event. You then will need to complete the scenario, the Codex of Chromie. You will also need to complete the 5 Thermo-King dungeons. And finally, you will need to do the new raid, the Blackroth Death Raid in Thermo-King difficulty. So here, each of them will reward you with 3 tokens each, which is quite a lot. And again, this is something you can do per week, per account, because sadly, if you're doing it on a second character, normally it will reward you with some Timewraped badges instead of the different tokens. After that, you will also be able to get 2 tokens for all the different weekly quests from the War Within. So here, for instance, you will have the Archive quest. You will also have the Call of the World Soul and the Call to Delves. So again, just go to Dornogle, make sure to pick up all these different quests, and you will be able to get pretty easily some additional tokens like that. Finally, you will also be able to get some from some of the different special assignments in Kazalgar, such as, for instance, the Theater Troop, Awakening the Machine, Wax Collecting, Spreading the Light, and the Severed Threads Packs. And normally you will also be able to get 2 for the special assignments that you will get when completing 4 world quests in one area, and then you can complete the special assignment in this area. Then another very important source is going to come from this achievement right here, the Token Collector. Basically, when you will reach 100 Bronze Celebration tokens, you will be able to get some additional tokens when doing some of the repeatable 20th anniversary activities. And here, as you can see, it includes killing some of the different bosses inside of the new raid, the Blackrock Death, killing some of the different world bosses, doing some of the classic Thermo-King dungeons, doing some of the Codex of Chromie scenarios, and also doing the daily quest inside of the Korax Revenge PvP event. It's a little bit surprising that it's not coming from, for instance, doing the different activities from the main event, which are the Mount Mania, the Storytime, and Fashion Frenzy. But according to the blue post from Blizzard, these are the main sources that you will be able to grind these tokens from on a daily activity. So this means that during the first week of this event, you will normally be able to get up to 64 of these different Bronze Celebration tokens. And this is enough for you to buy already one of the different tier 2 sets. Then you will have to wait until the week after that to get more tokens. And here normally you will be able to get an additional around like 50 of them. And then normally you will be able to unlock the Token Collector achievement. And from this point, you can really start grinding for the tokens by doing all the repeatable activities. So here, if you really want to get all the tier 2 sets as fast as possible, you will now be able to do that. It's definitely going to take you quite a lot of time. Of course, if you're not rushing things and you don't really care about getting everything in the first 2 weeks, you will then be able basically every week to get an additional 50 of these different tokens, which is still pretty good. And so in total, let's say that again, you are doing this a little bit more slower technique. It should take you around 7 weeks, maybe something like that, to get everything and to have enough tokens to really buy everything. And again, this event will last for quite some time, so it should be enough time for you to get everything just by doing all these weekly activities. So it's definitely not going to be something super easy to do, and it's definitely going to require you quite a lot of time. But again, remember, you don't really need to buy all these different sets. And of course, if you can't manage to buy everything, hopefully some of these items will be brought back into the game later on, maybe through the training post or through future iterations of these different anniversary events. Now, the Bronze Celebration tokens are not the only currency you will need in order to buy all the new rewards. You will also need a lot of the Timewraped badges. So here you have a lot of new items that are linked directly to the 20th anniversary event. And next to that, you also have a lot of new rewards that have been added to the different vendors for the time walking events for the Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King. So in total, if you want to buy all the new things from the WoW 20th anniversary event, you will need around 39,000 of the different Timewraped badges. And then if you also want to buy everything from the new time walking events, you will need more than 110,000 of the different badges. So in total, to buy everything new that is linked to the Timewraped badges, you will need 150,000 of these different badges. So this is something that is definitely going to take some time, especially because Blizzard decided to nerf the way you can actually farm these different badges. Now, instead of getting 500 of the badges each time you do the quest that you get at the end of a time walking dungeon when there is a new time walking event, you will only be able to receive 500 on your first character, and then on all your alts, it will only be 200. Same with the raid quest, Disturbance, that normally rewards you with 500 badges per alt that you're doing it with, but now it will only be 300. So you will definitely need to farm quite a lot in order to get enough. But remember, only the ones that are linked to the WoW 20th anniversary event, so around like 39,000 badges, will be things that maybe will be removed from the game, or at least that won't be brought back before some time. The rest and all the other items that are linked to the time walking events for Wrath of the Lich King and for the Burning Crusade are things that are not becoming permanent, and so there is no rush. You can definitely just take your time and farm them each time there is this event that is up. So again, as a reminder, in total you will need around 485 of the different Bronze Celebration tokens in order to buy all the new rewards, including the tier 2 sets, and this is something that will probably take you quite a lot of time. Especially, this is something that you won't be able to do during the first week. You will have to wait until week 2 in order to be able to start farming on a daily basis all the different repeatable activities and to get tons of these different tokens. When it comes to the Timewraped badges, in total you will need 40,000 to buy all the new rewards from the WoW 20th anniversary event, and an additional 110,000 in order to buy all the new rewards from the time walking events for Wrath of the Lich King and the Burning Crusade. Remember, you can already start farming these because right now there is the time walking event for Wrath of the Lich King that is up, so you can definitely start now. But again, there's no rush for these ones because normally they are now permanent, and so only the ones that are linked to the WoW 20th anniversary event should be your main priority. That's pretty much it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you think about these recent changes and if you think it's still too expensive or not. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime, I wish you all a great day. Bye!